In Sydney, this weekend, this Saturday, the Sidney Pride Festival returns. And this thing has really grown because just a few short years ago, this was just a little bake sale and raffle. Now it's this full event that's happening on Saturday. So let's learn a bit about that history here. I got Jude Wheeler on the line, who is co-founder of Sidney Pride. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Talk about how this all started a few years ago with a bake sale. What happened here?
Well, my partner, Carly Williams, and I had just opened a salon in Sydney, and we realized that there just wasn't a lot of visual representation of Pride celebrations, and we decided we wanted to do that, and thought a good way to do it also was to spread some excitement about it by doing a raffle, and then we had cookies donated from Surly Mermaid, and we sold those and tried to get some positivity and joy about Pride celebrations in Sydney happening.
Right, so this was, 5 years ago?
It was, yeah.
Okay, so you do that, you got the bake sale, you got the little thing, and this is just in front of your salon, you said.
That's right. We were the only ones at that point that were involved. We're just off Beacon, and it was such a success with so much positive feedback from the community that we tried to reach out to other businesses moving forward to get them involved to make it more of an event in town. And
so they kind of did that the next year, a little more. The year after,
a little bit more the next year. The next year we had Devin, who owns Moden, has a friend, Charlie, who is Henrietta Dubé, better known as, and brought them up. So that was the first time we had a drag queen around Sydney walking around. And again, more businesses involved, donating for our raffles and fundraisers, and just lots of positive feedback. So it just kept growing a little bit bigger every year.
And now, here we are, 5 years later, Saturday. What's it look like now?
It's going to be such a fun event. We're down at the bandshell at the foot of Beacon. It runs from 11 till 3. We have over 30 queer and allied vendors. We have food trucks. There's lawn games. We have drag story time. There's music, spoken word, and, of course, drag performers. We have kings and queens there doing their stuff. And it's going to be a beautiful, fun, family-friendly event.
Yeah, and family-friendly is really the key here. You want everybody to feel welcome to come down and be a part of this.
At 1 o'clock, there'll be drag story time, so make sure you're there for any little ones that want to take part in that.
To talk about sort of this, like, that's just kind of really neat that you and, the folks around you noticed 5 years ago, you know what, there's not enough visible kind of celebration here for this. We want to be that change. We want to make this happen. And it all started with this bake sale. And now look at all this. How does it feel to have gotten here?
It feels really good because we knew it was there. You just couldn't see it, because there is a lot of compassion and care and acceptance in Sydney, but you have to have the visual representation for people to see, and we've had so many grateful parents and elder queers come to say how much it means to them and how much it would have meant to them when they were younger. So it really means a lot to people that somehow in this, especially political climate, are getting villainized. And it's so important to have Sydney, all towns, but Sydney, we want our community to be that loving, accepting place.
Yeah, and you bring up a good thing that, there's a lot of stuff in the world, tensions in the news and in politics right now, particularly around this kind of thing. And sometimes you feel like maybe there's been a bit of a step back in some of these sort of sentiments of acceptance, at least, maybe not here locally, but, in a bigger picture. Given that, how important is it to have events like this right now?
It is so important. It's you can talk about that you accepted and you're fine with it, but it's important to celebrate it and tell people that they are worthy and loved, and show that when they drive by the street and they see those flags and those rainbows, it means you're safe, and that's huge.
Well, there you go. Sidney Pride. It is going to be happening Saturday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is right down at the foot of Beacon, right by the waterfront park there. You got the bandshell, all that. It's going to be going on there. And I'm talking to Jude Wheeler, who's the co-founder of Sidney Pride, who started this with that bake sale just a few short years ago. And here you go. It's grown up. And we're launching into this. And I guess it's all part of Pride Month, too, right? That's June here.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the whole month. Yeah.
Well,
and there's events all over the island, but, come see our little one.
Yeah, that's so good. If you're out in Sydney or if you're just, living in Sydney, this is a great thing to think about this weekend. Thank you so much for telling us about it. Much appreciated.
Thank you. Take care. Happy Pride.
Yeah, you too. Okay, well, we will take a break in just a moment. 7 o'clock news next with Lisa. We will be giving you the sports, the traffic, the weather, everything you need to know, including the fact that the Bay Street Bridge is open both directions. I know I'm talking about that a lot. It's just, it's such a big deal. As a guy who lives in Esquimalt who can finally leave town. We have updates on all of that coming up next.